Alright, so this is gonna be a full day of vlogging. We got not so much of a good early start this morning, but we still got to do what we got to do. Um, but to go ahead and head to the gym. Probably do that for I don't know, about an hour and a half, something like that. We get out of there immediately, so we have a job interview, and then afterwards we have our have to go to college, finish this class. Then after that, I have a customer that I have to tend to this evening. So join me this venture. Hey. Alright. So we just got done with a pretty good session. I didn't take the camera in the gym with me today, but someday soon, probably in the next vlog, I'll show off all of the routines I go through on a weekly basis. So today is Wednesday. I should have known from the top of my head, but these days just sort of run into each other. So we got that out of the way. So after this, we're going to go, like I say, to the interview. See what this is like. I haven't worked with nobody in a little bit, but this company seems like they're, I like them. I love the music. But this company seems to still like they got their stuff together. So I'm going to see what it's like. Then after that, of course, we're going to go to school. And after school, I have a customer for my business that I'm going to take care of. And and then we're going to see what the day how settled for us. But those are the objectives there. So till the next stop. Of course, this wasn't really on the agenda, but because we're going to be riding around a lot today, I decided to give the car a wash. It's really dirty. It seems as though, like in Texas, black vehicles, really, don't stay clean. So, I had to, polish it up a little bit, get to clean it so we don't just be out here riding around in a dirty vehicle. We got to show up, and when we show up, we want to show up clean. So that's essentially what I started doing here, and I spent about I would say about 15 minutes doing this entire thing to get it done. Of course, I didn't get the inside because we didn't have the time for all of that. So good. All right, so these two fit for today. Of course, business, some light interview real quick. Need to iron it, but it is what it is. The logo for my business really was inspired by me working for various moving companies, and they always would place their numbers at the back of their shirts. So I was like, well, it's free marketing. I thought it was ingenious. So I sort of copied that in designing the logo for my business. But next task, let's take a shower. Yeah, first thing first. It's good to, get yourself together a decent routine. Growing up where I'm from, I never really, cared too much about self-care and all of this stuff, before I became where I am now. But now I value it and I take my time in doing it. But you got to make sure your face fresh. Your face fresh, your bed fresh, everything fresh. You feel better about yourself and you go through your day a lot more smoother. So, it's something that I definitely now value, and I take my time while doing it. So first impression is your best impression. So I have products where I use on my face, products where I use on my beard, and it has nothing to do with being soft or anything like that, but it has everything to do with, taking care of yourself, self-care. It's very, 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 very important. I think your older self, not think, I know, my older self would thank me for, the methods that I use now, to preserve it, so I would encourage and employ anybody, a man, anybody, to get into like a daily regimen, so that you could look good, stay young forever. That's what it's all about. But just gotta keep doing it, doing your thing. Usually I do like say give or take like three three to four eggs in the morning, some oatmeal, some. I'm gonna keep it light today. I mean, a lot of people would recommend, at least the new age bodybuilders and people in that that group would say that, oh, you have to do all this protein stuff. No, no, it's all about conditioning. Yeah, so I've been doing this, you know, um, this lifting weight thing for some time, so it's not to me. Plus, I'm not looking for size or anything like that. I'm mainly focusing on like health and wellness, really. So I'm not no scientist behind this whole thing, but I just know from experience that all these guys, I feel as though like you're not competing. You shouldn't be worried about all the stuff that people are worried about, tracking macros and all of that stuff. It's a waste of time. Just get out and get active. Just give it your best shot and just take an empirical approach. Alright, so this is breakfast. Some avocado, got some berries, eggs, and then these are some of the stuff I'm thinking I'm probably gonna need for later. Let's go with here. Let's make a difference. Alright, so now I am kicking myself in the foot just a little bit because I feel like I probably should have got an earlier start, but luckily for me, there's a window 4 o'clock on the dot, the latest. So let me go ahead and find this address and be on the way. And I just realized that I had sent a text to the interviewer and it didn't go through. The reception inside the area that I stay, it is ridiculous. It really is. For the cellular company that I'm with, it's not good at all. I have to drive at least like almost like a mile outside the area in order to get reception. It's not cool, man. Thumbs down. But not the video. The cell phone carrier that I would disclose on a later date. But this is where we are, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this, and then we're gonna be on our way. Fingers crossed.
That the individual knows beyond all doubt that he is following the right course. Conversely, action that comes from the ego is nearly always harassed by doubt.
Okay, so we got done with the interview that I spoke of. It's pretty promising, It's the second interview. I felt it went pretty good. Something to do, and plus it's an industry that I'm familiar with too, so it's good. I feel really good about it. But right, this campus. Go inside here and fry my brain. God, I hate mathematics. But what's so crazy to me is like I do it all the time, in my business, but it becomes so difficult trying to apply those stuff. Not even apply it. It's Those who know, those mathematics isn't like it. Oh no. But we're here, and we're going to go ahead and walk inside of here. I'm not going to change my outfit now, but I will once I get done. I'm going to go in here and get an A+, and move on with our day. So we got a lot more things to do. Okay, so let's get it. Okay, so it's got done now. Join me as I get ready to go on the day. They put me in the format. Okay, so we got done with that. Leaving the campus now. I would say that it wasn't so bad, you know. Wish I had a little bit more time. Guess I'll see y'all when I get on the job. You know, need to mention, right? So I literally just got my GED this year, 2 months ago. And after doing that, I decided to apply out of college. I was iffy about doing it at first because I already had started a business, so my mind was just always like business, you know, which is good. It's a good mindset to have, but you know, if you want to, because you know, I have like strong connections to this trade that I'm pursuing. I'm like, why don't I do that? Because this was that one thing that was standing in the way of me getting there. So I decided to do it. And of course, I mean, it wasn't really easy, you know, but it didn't require, like, I studied for social studies, I studied for science, only language arts. I did some classes at this college that I would have went to that did prep classes for language arts and stuff, but yeah, but only the mathematics I spent a lot of time studying for, but I was able to pass it all, right? So yeah, I just went for it though. No, and it wasn't that complicated. It wasn't that hard. I could have done a lot better than I did actually, but you know, I passed it. So I still haven't really celebrated that because I guess, I mean, I've been places, but I didn't really do that because I, you know, successfully passed. I never really said a thing to recognize that or to be like, oh yes, so this, I did this, so this is why I'm celebrating, you know? Yeah. But to anybody that's viewing this, you know, that's watching this, I would tell you that, you know, it's a good thing to go ahead and do it. You know, you're never too old to, you know, pursue, you know, education and knowledge and all that good stuff. You know, business and stuff is fine, but it's good to also have something solid, you know, that you could not even fall back on, that you could like capitalize on, you know, and for that to not be as expensive as having a business or running a business, you know, why not go for it? You know, it doesn't cost you much, but just a little bit of focus and go ahead and sit the exams. You don't even need to go to the college or, you know, anything to do it. You know, you could study by yourself, you know, yeah, but it's a thing. If you want it, you should go after it. Alright, so we made it, but get started here. Just getting all the tools and everything I needed to here so that doing? Yes, mom. What are we doing here? So we're gonna change this out. Put some curtain rods in here. And then change this out. So pretty much what we do is just come up here and okay, now, so we got everything done, of course, the first day we came, and we put up all of the chandeliers, the lighting inside of her breakfast area, as well as her office area. These lights that I'm showing you here is the ones that we put up the second day. We actually came back to put those up for her as well. So we did quite a few things here at this location. Typically, I would do all of this inside of a day, but the first day I came, of course, it was running a bit late, and I didn't want to go too much into the night. But I still ended up coming in the evening time the next day to put these ones up. So we still ended up in the night. But here I'm just displaying how I was able to put up, of course, like switches so that they can be controlled independently. Yeah, so they came out pretty nice. They did quite a few things here, but this is what we do. Whenever that, of course, we put up as well. Whenever customers book services with me, I tend to do all of this in one day. But yeah, so we, of course, we put up the black oak curtain rods and the curtains as well for her. She was really satisfied with this job, so I was good with it. I was able to get it done. Now we're done for the day. First vlog down. Many more to go. So exhausted. The work was done. Customer satisfied. You know. Same day, same thing. You know. Walk in the park. You know.